And what's so funny?
Good morning, everyone. I asked Roy, because he's been kind of dragging a little bit. I said, honey, you don't feel good? He said, well, honey, I just got back from an hour of physical therapy. How you want me to act? I thought that's funny because they do give him a workout when he goes. Plus, he does more than what they tell him to do because he's trying to get better quickly. So, all right, we're going to do something different today. I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking right now. I may do something a little bit later, but I have been doing a lot of things with my autumn spice blend, and I have put my recipe in the description box. But I thought this morning I would show y'all how I make my autumn spice blend, how I make my chili powder, and how I make my taco seasoning. So, it's very simple. My autumn spice blend. Now, if you look on pumpkin, I don't have any pumpkin pie spice. I don't like it. That's the reason I make my own. Now, apple pie spice, that's okay, but there's something in pumpkin pie spice that I just don't like, and so I use this as my apple pie spice and my pumpkin pie spice. That's the reason I call it autumn spice blend. Okay, so we're starting out with, now the recipe that I've been giving y'all is a large recipe. I think it had 12 tablespoons of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of allspice. Well, I have cut that down today. And because a lot of you don't want to make that much. So, but if you keep it in a sealed container, it'll last for a long time. All right. So the way I cut it is I am putting 8 tablespoons of cinnamon. Let me get a leveler because I do want to kind of level it off. I don't want heaping tablespoons. That's 3. I better hush. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I got some on the table, but that's all right. And I keep my cinnamon. I always know my cinnamon is red, my cloves is green. And I did have a yellow one for my allspice, but I think something happened to it. All right, that'll be all right. I'll get it up in a few minutes. Now, I also have the recipe for just a single, if you want to just make up just enough for an apple pie or something. So I will put that in the description box also. But you can half this, you can fourth this, any way you want to do it. The measurements are kind of simple to where you can do that. All right, now I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of allspice because I love allspice. If you don't like allspice, or if you don't particularly prefer that, then you cut back on it. All right, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to use this other end because I don't want to, all right, I'm going to count that as 1, but this end will go in the jar. All right. I'm going to make a mess, but that's all right. That's 2. All right, I want to do 3. I won't do this one quite full. All right, that's 3. All right. I'm going to stir this up. Now, this is another thing. I've got 1 tablespoon of cloves. A lot of people don't like cloves. It's really, really strong. So if you don't, then cut, but please do put it in. But you can cut back the way you like it, okay? Put as much in it as you want to, but do put the cloves. It makes a big difference. All right, now, ginger. I'm not real fond of ginger. So I'm going to put, this is a half a teaspoon. I'm going to put 2, so I'll put 4 of these because this is just a half. Now that is 2 teaspoons of ginger. Now, I'm not fond of allspice. I mean of nutmeg. I will put it down as an option. If you want to use it, then I would do 1 teaspoon. That's just totally up to you. But I don't like it, so I'm not fond of it, so I do not put it in my blend. So this is my autumn spice blend right here. And all I do is I just stir it up really well. Then I take something and I put it in my jar. And I was almost out. If y'all watched me do a video the other day on something, I mean, I was almost out. So it was time that I made some, because I wasn't gonna have enough if I used it again. Okay, should have got a bigger funnel. I'm just gonna finish putting this in here, tapping it in, and I'm gonna wash my thing, clean up my table, and then I'm gonna get out all my ingredients for my taco seasoning. So see you in a minute. All right, y'all, this is our autumn spice blend right here. Now I usually make a whole pint at one time, but I didn't want to make that much for y'all today because I don't figure y'all will be making that much. But I may have to make some more again before the holidays are over, because I do use a lot of this. Okay, let me get everything and we'll do our taco seasoning. All right. Our next one that we're going to do, our dry seasoning mix, is going to be my taco seasoning. Now, when you buy taco seasoning in the grocery store, you don't ever really know what's in it. It can give you this, and then spices. I like to make my own because I know exactly what's in it. So, we're going to start off by, get my lids off. Let's see, this is cumin. Okay. Now, I had somebody tell me the other day they did not like cumin. Do put a little bit of cumin in it, even if it's a teaspoon, because it really does make a difference. And that's what gives it that taco flavoring, is your cumin. So put at least a teaspoon in it. Okay, it calls for, now this is the recipe that I have come up with. We've got 4 tablespoons of chili powder. Now you can just use plain chili powder out of the package if you want to, but I love this blend. It just makes all the difference in the world. Okay, that was 4 tablespoons of chili powder. That is 1 tablespoon of cumin. I'm gonna put more cumin. I love cumin. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in mine. Don't if you don't like it. All right, then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I just started experimenting one day, and so this is just the blend that I came up with that we really like. All right, now 1 teaspoon of salt. Have it right here. And kind of level these out. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now, I've got 2 different kinds of paprika out here. I've got, those are strong. I've got smoked paprika, excuse me, and it's that black pepper. And I have got regular paprika. And my recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. So what I'm going to do I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of smoked, because I want just a little smoky flavor to it, and 1/2 teaspoon, now this is a 1/2 teaspoon measure, 1/2 teaspoon of regular paprika. Now if you want all smoked or all regular, that's up to you. All right, now this is another. This is crushed red pepper flakes right here. That's what that is. So I've got a 1/4 teaspoon. Let me get a 1/4. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon because we don't like hot things. All right, now if you had rather use cayenne, I got it somewhere. You see cayenne over there? Right there. If you rather use cayenne pepper, then by all means use that. These spices are getting to me. All right, now oregano. 1 teaspoon of oregano. Oregano makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it really, really adds to the flavor. All right. This is our taco seasoning right here. And I'm telling you, we eat a good bit of taco casserole, different things, and this is really, really good.
Did you put salt and pepper in there?
I did.
Okay.
1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now this jar, I had a good bit, but I wanted to show y'all how I make it. But it will be used up before the holidays is over properly. So this is my taco blend. I think I got taco sauce written. No, taco seasoning. That's right. Okay. Now, our next one that we're going to do, and I'm going to do it in the same bowl here because it has most of the same seasonings, with the exception of 2 or 3. All right. This is my homemade chili seasoning. So I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of chili powder. Now I'm leveling that off pretty good. All right. It is 2 tablespoons of cumin. It's basically the same with a couple of exceptions. All right, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of onion, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, 1 teaspoon of salt. Now you can add more black pepper if you want. Okay, and 2 teaspoons of paprika. The other one had, taco had 1, this one has 2. So I tell you what I think I'm going to do. I think this is regular paprika. I think I'll do 1 of regular and 1 of smoked. That's what it won't go in there. That's okay. Okay. That was 1 of regular, 1 of smoked. Now this one does not have any oregano. It does not have any pepper flakes, any hot pepper. If you want to add some cayenne to it, I wouldn't do more than 1/4 of a teaspoon. Or if you want to add some of the red pepper flakes, I would not do any more than 1/4 of a teaspoon.
It doesn't have the cumin in it.
Yeah, this one does. But if you don't like the cumin, cut back to 2 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon, something like that. I'm going to have the individual recipe that you would use just for one if you're making chili that you would use, because there's usually 3 tablespoons of mix in one of those packages that you get, whether it's taco, fajita, chili, there's usually 3 tablespoons. So I have also got the recipe that would make about 3 tablespoons. So if you don't want to make some to put on your shelf, that's fine, because the other recipe will be there. So, all right. This is my chili. So I'm just going to put it in my jar. Now this is wonderful. And I know it seems like a lot, but see, I keep these spices all the time. So I don't have to go pay $1.89 or $2 for one of those 3 tablespoons for one of those little packs. When I can just go to my shelf, I've got this already made up. And it's so convenient. Plus, I know what's in this. I like to make my own. So I hope that this has helped y'all this morning. And it's just something that I wanted to show y'all how I make my own seasonings. And when I was looking through my recipe card box this morning, I came across this something that I had written down. It was a thought for today, and it's been in there for years, I guess. But all it says is thought for today. Walking with God is our best adventure. Finding God is our best achievement. And having God as a companion is the best source of happiness. Trust God because He holds the key to our future. Have a blessed day. So, all right. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. I hope this helps some of y'all, and I hope you do. I hope you will make your own spice blends and put them on in your cabinet, on your pantry shelf, wherever you keep your spices. So, all right, y'all have a good day. Love y'all.